What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is a little different, mostly because probably most of you guys who watch my videos maybe aren't into horror, maybe you are, but this is a video based on the upcoming horror film, Terrifier 4, which Damien Leone announced will be coming out hopefully next year. We don't have a specific date of when it will come out, but I'm guessing, based on the information we have so far, that it will be coming out around the same time it came out last year, but this time in 2026, so probably October 2026, I'm hoping. I heard somewhere that it could be coming out in the spring, but probably not. As far as I'm aware of, they're filming currently right around this time, so that would be probably too soon for a film debut in the theater, but you never know. So, most likely it will be coming out in about a year. It's October right now, so Terrifier 3 came out around a year from this month, which is crazy to think about, because I remember watching that movie about a year ago today. It seems like it was just a few months ago. It's crazy how time flies, but I'm just going to get right into the video, as I'll probably put in the title later, which you guys probably already saw, what to expect, which is possibly the ending to the Terrifier series, which would be Terrifier 4, as Damien Leone and other cast members have said. So, that's going to be very, very interesting, what a closure to the Terrifier film series could look like. And we do have a lot of information, and that's what I want to go through, of what we can be expecting in this fourth and maybe final film. There is a possibility, Damien Leone said in the past, that it could get stretched out to a fifth movie if there needs to be more information told, but we'll see. But most likely this is going to be the last film in this franchise. There is a possibility we could be seeing Art the Clown in the future, maybe in another movie, but that's a totally different topic to talk about. By the way, I never announced this on my YouTube, but I did meet the director, Damien Leone, of the Terrifier franchise in All Hallows Eve. I met him last year, around the same time as this year in November, so like 11 months ago-ish. Very, very nice guy. I was very, very nervous, so I didn't really get a lot of time to talk about, what can we be expecting in Terrifier 4. I believe around that time, a little bit after he was beginning writing the fourth and final film. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I don't want to keep you guys holding any longer. So what to expect, or what we can possibly most likely see in Terrifier 4. So, number one, Art the Clown's backstory. Damien Leone has said many, many times that in the first 10 to 15 minutes, Art's whole backstory, or at least most of it, will be announced. And immediately when I saw that he said that, I couldn't believe it, but it has been verified. So I know Damien Leone can pull off anything that he puts his mind off to, but to see Art's backstory told in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the film would be absolutely amazing, because although in the third movie we did kind of see and the second movie we did kind of see some backstory, some more lore, some more plot, which I think is great for this franchise. Of course, there's all the gore and the special effects, which I think is the main catch for most people and why they go see the movies, what lures them in. But I love what the third movie did. They incorporated more plot, and hopefully, and most likely, that's what we'll be able to see in the first 10 to 15 minutes of Terrifier 4. So with Art's backstory, there's really a lot of blank and open space left open for Damien Leone to incorporate. It's pretty much he gets to decide whether, we don't know if he's had this in his mind for the past 10 years of when he was creating Terrifier, or the last 5 years, or recently when he was writing Terrifier 4. We don't know. You can make some guesses. We don't really know. We know Art the Clown gets his supernatural ability from possessing people and using their bodies, and that's what keeps them alive. And that's what keeps him alive, using people's bodies, just like he did in the third film with Victoria Hayes and the little pale girl in the second movie. I don't know if we'll be able to see the little pale girl in the fourth film as we did in Terrifier 2. She was not in the third movie at all, because Victoria Hayes' body was used to keep Art the Clown alive. We do know that Art the Clown is in human form, but he is supernatural when he uses he possesses other people's bodies to keep him alive. So that would be very, very interesting to see what body he could possess to keep him alive in the fourth film. Second, which I think is a very, very interesting topic to go over, is Sienna Shaw's dad. We do know some backstory of Sienna Shaw's dad. By the way, if you haven't read Terrifier 2, the book, it's an interpretation of the second movie, and it adds a lot more detail. I totally, totally recommend reading that book. It's like 300-something pages, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 400, around there. But if you love the Terrifier franchise and you love how they do it, you're going to love this book, and I really, really recommend it. The author did a great job of writing this book and adding much more detail to the lore. We do know what happened to Sienna Shaw's dad, and it goes into a deeper dive into the book. We do know that something with Sienna Shaw's dad was in kind of like a car crash, and then the car burnt maybe into a power line or something. That's how he did die. We do know that he's an artist, and Sienna got her magical sword from her dad. And we know all about, if you watch the movie, Sienna's dad's drawings. And in the third movie, we got to see Sienna, kind of like a flashback of Sienna as a younger girl and her dad. So there's a lot of blank space, what could be shown or used in the final film if we'll get to see any of the lore. We also, I'd assume, if about how Sienna's dad is incorporated with Art, how he knew about Art the Clown, why he tried to warn Sienna about Art the Clown, how he knew about him, and also if we're going to see a flashback of Sienna's dad's death in the fourth film of the car crash, because that's never been shown in a movie. And also, like I said before, more of the lore of the dad and how he's incorporated with Art. Now moving along, as you know, if you watch the third and final film, spoiler alerts, the ending, it ends with Gabby, Sienna's cousin, falling into hell in the house. The ground opens up to hell, and Sienna tries to. So basically, Gabby, Sienna's cousin, falls into the pit, and Sienna attempts to grab her out, but that's the end of it. Gabby falls into hell. We're never to see of her again. Obviously, that's the ending of the film, but in the fourth film, we're all assuming that it's going to have something to do with hell, and maybe Sienna going down there trying to rescue Gabby if they're going to take that direction. But that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Now, getting into this, Jonathan, which has been a very, very controversial, Jonathan Shaw, Sienna's brother. He was in the second and third film. It's at the end of the third film, it's revealed that, quote unquote, Jonathan dies. It's implied that he's dead because we see Jonathan's skull on like a mantle or something, or in a basket or something like that. I'm not so sure. With the glasses on the skull, which would be Jonathan's glasses. That's implied. Now, we all know in the horror community, if a death is not shown on screen, it's not 100% certain that person died. We never saw Jonathan Shaw die in the third movie. There's always open space. I could definitely see him coming back. All we saw was a skull with his glasses on. That could be someone else's skull. That could be Art the Clown trying to scare Sienna in the moment at the end of the third movie. So I personally, I wasn't so sure about Jonathan's character in the second movie. I didn't really like him. But in the third movie, he's matured. I thought he was a great background character. He wasn't in it a lot, but he has a lot to do with the story. So we'll see if he comes back or if he's alive in the fourth and final film, which I hope. Now, last thing, I know this has been kind of long. The big question, the last question everyone has, will Art be defeated in the fourth and final film? There's a lot of blank space for this area. Everyone has different opinions on what will happen. Obviously, Damien Leone says this movie will bring closure to the franchise. If there's a fifth movie for more story, it will be added. But I'm pretty sure this will be the final film of the Terrifier franchise. We all know that Art the Clown is supernatural when he has a vessel to live off of. Just like I said before, in the second movie, it was a little pale girl. In the third movie, it was Vicky from all the way back to Terrifier, which comes back in Terrifier 3, where he gets his powers from. As you know, Sienna kills Vicky Hayes at the end of Terrifier 3. So I think, who knows if Art the Clown will be killed at the end of the movie. He could always come back. But I think it's very interesting how this will play off and what will happen to Art the Clown. If you have any comments on what you think will happen, leave it in the comment section. That's pretty much all I have to say. What to expect in Terrifier 3, what could possibly happen, possibilities. There's a lot of open air right now of what could happen. So yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think. I thought I'd make this video since we're about a year from the Terrifier 3 movie and probably a year until the Terrifier 4 comes out. So thanks guys for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. I'm always glad to make videos on horror movies. I love watching horror movies. I love most of the big movies in horror. I became a Terrifier fan after watching Terrifier 2 in 2022. So yeah guys, see you in the next video. Have a good one.